Greetings. I would like to take the next few minutes of your time to tell you about the world of DAZ Poser art and why you should be a part of this growing scene. Like most people, I discovered the scene because I needed something to do after a hard period in my life. Second, I have an avid imagination and always like to think up stories. I cannot draw anything to save my own life, I must admit. What I lack in the visual arts, I make up for in the pen. So you can picture my utter surprise when I begin to see pictures of what can be done in both Poser and DAZ Studio. I chose DAZ Studio, but the app in which you start off with is up to you. These apps are the canvas in which you could never afford on your own. There are several apps as well, but those you will discover as you progress on your journey. I would now like to explain what it would take to be serious in DAZ Poser art. There are several factors to examine by bringing it down to just 3 sacrifices one must make. The first is time. Listen, I'm not trying to fool you when I say that it takes a lot of time to achieve your desired render, and that does not include the time it takes to set it up in the viewport. The time it takes to render the scene is another factor. Such long amounts of time can bring your PC up to levels of heat unknown to you when you first bought it. It is simply part of being in this scene to begin with. It is hard to produce, but easy to show off. Time management is a must in this game, but don't overdo it. Life must come first. The second sacrifice is money. Like most decisions in life, money has to change hands. 3D art is no exception. Look around at any 3D marketplace and you will see it almost all the time. Hundreds of vendors vying for your business. They say that in order to advance in any hobby, you have to spend a little bit of your hard-earned money. 3D art is not exempt from this. You have to spend a little or a whole stinking lot. But you can control the amount you spend. It's all about choosing the right props for you at this particular moment in time. I cannot stress how much money enters into this scene. Innovation is created out of a person's time and his hard-earned money. But it is computer that makes the difference. A computer is the third and final sacrifice. More specifically, RAM and hard drive space. If Poser and DAZ Studio is the canvas, then your computer is the easel. That is why it is important to keep your computer and yourself in great shape. When you stand in front of your computer and start a render, I believe that the health of your computer and of yourself is critical. That is the reason why you should learn basic computer management skills. That, if any, is the key to success in making excellent 3D art. The next topic I wish to cover is modeling. When you begin to dream up the idea of costumes and props, you may want to model them. There are several programs out there. Most of them you can download for free. They are very easy to use and familiarize. Most people make props for people to enjoy, albeit free or paid. These are the cornerstones to the Poser DAZ community. While am I on the subject of community, I feel that it is appropriate to give a great big shout out to the community for accepting me, encouraging me, and aiding me in my progression to the art of rendering. As the community has aided me, they shall do the same for you when you enter. I must admit, there are some wars raged by the most outspoken of the community. But don't let that discourage you. For all of the black eyes the community inflicts upon itself, there are plenty of silver linings every day to keep you inspired. In closing, let me say that it is in my personal opinion that there is nothing more to do with your time than to just pick up Poser or DAZ Studio and set yourself on the task of creating awesome 3D art. There are 3 C's in which DAZ uses as its model: creation, content, and community. That is true of the entire DAZ scene. So, I hereby make the following invitation to all willing and able. Join me in the community by picking up Poser and or DAZ Studio. Get some content and start creating. I have a feeling you might enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. In order to see more of me, you can log on to my website, www.drg3dart.com, or my blog at gumpataku.com. poserposer.blogspot.com. Have a nice day.